Before my remarks, a few words. Firstly, to the Goodman family, it's really nice to feel that convergence, and that's just lovely. If I were writing a book about the relationship between senior rabbis and emeritus rabbis, the best case history in the world would be the relationship of Rabbi Danny Berkman and myself. And I just have to say that. It's very important. Danny has been a friend. He has welcomed me. He has shared the pulpit with me. Last year he even said, "Why don't you give Kol Nidre? That would be helpful." Where was Danny? Where's Danny? And he has been supportive of Paula and I, calls regularly, and his words are, "What can I do for you?" And anything you want. And that's your Rabbi, Danny Berkman. And I just wanted to share that with you. So many memories, so much joy, hints of sadness, because sadness was part of our being together. So much pain and sadness in our world today, and the opportunity to be here and to just be overwhelmed with joy is very special. And I'm really happy that I'm having a 90th birthday, and you could all come. How did it happen that I stand here this day, the grandson of a modest Orthodox Yiddish-speaking Jewish family from a rural village near Riga in Latvia? How did it come to be that the pudgy kid who grew up in a store-fronted apartment on the main street of a Polish-Jewish Negro inner-city neighborhood in Philadelphia attended Philadelphia's all-male exam high school, traveled by trolley car to the University of Pennsylvania, and 9 decades later, stand here, honored as your Rabbi Emeritus, the Rabbi Emeritus of the gem of Boston's Metro West synagogue community. How did it happen that my parents, unsophisticated, modest in taste, in pleasures, in lifestyle, encouraged and supported my academic journey and quelled over each and every step? How did it happen that I was born in 1935 and enjoyed the opportunities of the first post-Depression generation, gifts denied my oldest sister, born a decade earlier? What motivated my father and my mother, Orthodox Jews by birth and habit, to join the German Jewish Classical Reform Synagogue? No yarmulkes, no talis, very little Hebrew, heavy on Protestant-style hymns, because they heard that the Sunday school was excellent, and they wanted me to experience that. How did I discover in that esteemed Reform temple a TYG, a temple youth group called RISTI, that was part of MAFTI, that was part of NIFTY, the Reform Movement's Temple Youth Program, guided by a generation of young rabbis breathing new life into the ancient words of Hosea: pursue justice, practice kindness, walk humbly in search of the divine. And what did I find in that world that would touch my soul, tilt my education to Hebrew study, catapult me to the Hebrew Union College and ordination as a rabbi in Israel? What guided my hand to draw a short stick in the HUC graduating class lottery that said, "You are an Army chaplain now"? And what force brought me to chaplaincy school in New York, 20 minutes from Paula Popkin? And a joyful summer. Romantic? Yes. Serious? Absolutely not. We didn't think so. And what inchoate feeling prompted me only weeks into the fall to ask her, without forethought, thought, or planning, spontaneously, to marry? And for Paula to respond, yes, equally from a hidden place that surprised her. And how did I manage to find such a partner? A beautiful, intelligent, sensitive, kind, strong, courageous, modest woman as my anchor, my most cogent critic, almost always right, my most caring and loving friend. How often in the past 60-plus years have Paula and I wondered, how did it happen? 3 devoted children raised from promise to maturity, and now taking over. 6 grandchildren in various stages of growth and struggle and discovery. Physical illness and emotional pain experienced and mastered, professional success, sadness, deaths of our parents, my sisters, brothers-in-law, nephew, niece, cousins, and friends. Sometimes we look at each other like we are the last one standing and ask, how? Why us? How is it that each day this nonagenarian has the privilege to affirm the words of the psalmist? O dinavun b'seva d'shenim v'ra'anim yiyu. In old age, they remain fruitful, still fresh and vibrant. How is it that I am standing here, honored by all of you, by my colleagues, Danny and Andy and Hollis and Lisa, embraced by your kind words and your love, buoyed by your friendship? And one more how, for all of us this evening. What alignment of need and vision and hope brought us together 39 years ago? A very young Shir Tikva, looking for a rabbi, and an energetic rabbi at that, and an energetic rabbi, looking for a promising congregation. How did it happen that we came together? What prompted our founders to envision a synagogue in Wayland, Massachusetts? How did we build this community to be a vibrant presence of Jewish life for all who choose to enter our doors? I have some answers to these questions. My great-grandparents and my grandparents crossed the ocean to survive, free from fear and harm, for a better life, to survive as Jews, an identity they could not abandon. I am the direct heir of their courage, of their sacrifice, of their vision, of their hope. In their hearts, they brought their timeless belonging to the Jewish people, belonging anchored by the shul they would join and attend only on the highest of holy days, by the practices, the celebrations, the bar mitzvah and shiva minyans they would tenaciously maintain long after shucking off beards and kashrut, prayer and daily worship. Their choices reflected the high value they assigned to learning, to mind molded by asking questions and seeking answers, values that were honed over countless generations. In the sacred books they carried, and with every breath they brought an abundant accumulation of behaviors to govern their relationships with family and with neighbors. Sholem Bayis, peace within the circle of family. Gemilut Chasodim, gestures of kindness and selflessness. Tzedakah, sharing one's wealth, however modest, with those in need. All of this, the legacy handed to me, it was passed from generation to generation, extending how far back? Think of it. Millennia? Middle Ages? Sinai? Our family have always been embraced and have embraced the Jewish community and the Jewish life. This legacy, preserved over countless generations, shaped the person I have become and that I bring to this bima today. There are other answers, forces that have tilted just the right way and guided me to this moment. As I said, my loving parents reached far beyond their comfort zone for my education. I came of age in a time when our country was open, accepting, boundless in its opportunity for a Jewish kid from Philadelphia's inner city. And there were mentors, rabbis and teachers who took me by the hand, gently guiding and inspiring me forward. These timeless gifts and many others account, at least in part, for my being here with you at this moment. And there's still other answers. Surely I was not a totally passive recipient of these blessings. I brought myself, my inner self, my neshama, my soul to each experience. But I then have to ask the question, where did that neshama come from? Those inner dimensions to which I responded. I can catalog some answers even at this level. My emotional resources, the dynamics of my family, economic and social world growing up, specific encounters in my formative years. But each answer generates new questions endlessly, without ultimate conclusion, until I have come to the point when I must acknowledge that rational thought will never fully answer the deepest questions of my existence. I've come to a place of acceptance of the mystery of beginnings, mystery with a capital M. I believe that there is a divine mystery beyond all understanding, at the core of existence, of my being here with you this day, and of the manifold blessings that have shaped my years. Today I affirm that there is a divine mystery at the core of existence, of my existence, and with a sense of wordless gratitude from the depths of my being, words of our tradition come to my lips again and again. Baruch atah Adonai. I affirm the source of blessings placed within me, around me, in my hands, in my consciousness, in my every breath, in my soul. Shehechianu, the blessing of life is implanted within me. Within me there is a life force of growth and health, of healing from malady, of discovery, of hope, and of love. The breath of life, neshama, created, shaped, implanted within me. The gift of divine energy is given for me to discover, nurture, enjoy, guard, and expand. Neshama, that enables me to experience holiness within our created world, and hopefully to foster it, to add to its strength. V'kiyamanu, I am sustained by the power within me to master each step along life's path, to enjoy life's blessings with humble heart, to master life's disappointments with courage and life's losses with hope. V'higiyanu Hazman Hazeh, sacred mystery beyond understanding, beyond words, has brought me to this moment, strong in body and in spirit, hopefully humble in heart. Baruch atah Adonai, divine source of life. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, shehechianu, v'kiyamanu, v'higiyanu, lasman hazeh.
Atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam